The Shankari.
Okay, very good afternoon, everyone. So, today is the first day for the odd semester. So, we will discuss today some introductory part of electrical machines, right? So, electrical machine 2 actually. So, uh, in the previous semester, you have already taught the electrical machine 1. Right. So in this semester, we have to discuss with the electrical machine too. Right. So are you familiar with the what are the syllabus you have? The JUT. So do you have a syllabus of electrical machines? Anyone? Ashish Poddar, do you have a syllabus with you?
No, sir.
Okay. So, in the particular syllabus, you have a total 6 module, I think. Okay, so you have a total 6 module in the machine 2. Okay, the first module, which will be compromising with the fundamentals of AC machine, right? Second module that will consist the synchronous generator. Third module, it should be the synchronous motor. The fourth module is a three-phase induction motor. हाँ, and hey, itu देखो, खुले था. And fifth module is a single phase motor, and the sixth module is a single phase special type of machines. Okay, so these are the module which will be inside the electrical machine 2. So we will discuss the module 1, that means the fundamentals of a electrical machines. What do you know about the electrical machines? So today is the introductory part. So we will not start the module today, okay, because this is the basic introductory part. So that is why we will discuss only the introductory part of a machine. Whatever we will you will taught in the electrical machine 1. So today that thing we will discuss, and rest of the in the next day we will start the module, that means module 1, that is the fundamental of a electrical machines. Okay, so do you have any book with you in the electrical machine? Anyone? Abhishek Bharti?
Sir, BL Treasure, sir.
BL Theresa. Okay, so BL Theresa will be based on the basic electrical engineering. Okay, so based on that, the electrical machine too, that will be for the higher engineering courses. Okay, so either you have to choose the generalized theory of electrical machines. Okay, so these are the books which will be very good book for the electrical machine too. That means the book name is Generalized Theory of Electrical Machines, Dr. P.S. Vimra. Okay, so you can, so the PDF version is also available in the Google if you search using this particular book. So the PDF version, the free PDF version, that will available. Okay, so this book is very good for the electrical machine too. And in case of a reference, okay, reference book, the KV Gupta you can prefer, or either you can choose the book which will called I forgot the name, the Electrical Machinery Fundamentals, Stephen J. Chapman. Okay, so this is the reference book. Okay, you can use for this particular syllabus. Okay, which will be there in the electrical machine too, right? So before starting our semester syllabus, okay, of an electrical machine, although I am taught the electrical machine 2 for this semester, it may happen that the subject will change. Okay, so the other teacher will taught you. Okay, so for the preliminary basis I am taking the subject of electrical machine 2 and as well as the electrical machine 2 lab. Okay, so I think everyone have a syllabus for the electrical machine 2 and the corresponding a lab which we have with us in the Jharkhand University of Technology, right? So let's start with our session. So first in the module one, it will be discussed with the fundamentals of AC machines. Okay, so inside this module, which will what is there, the fundamental principle of a AC machines. Okay, so the machine will be divided into the two different segments. One is called AC machine, another one is called the DC machine, right? The alternating current machine and the direct current machines. Okay, so inside this fundamental principle of a AC machines, we have to discuss with the EMF equations. Okay, we have to discuss the EMF equation of an elementary alternators. I think someone is coming. Okay. So EMF equation of a elementary alternators, single and the three phase, obviously, because the machine will be divided into the two different segments. One is called the single phase machines, and another one is called the three phase machines. Okay. So another thing we will discuss the factor affecting the induced EMF, full pitch, fractional pitch, windings, winding factors, armature reactions, the concept of time phases, and the space phases. Okay, so these things will be there in the fundamentals of a AC machines. Okay, so that thing we will discuss in the latter. Okay, so first today is the introductory part, so that is why we will discuss only the fundamental part, which we will there in the electrical machine too. Okay, so can anyone told me what is actually the machine is, what the machine does? Anyone?
So it converts one form of energy to another.
It converts one form of energy to the another. So, what are the different form of energy which is available in the world? Anyone? What are the different form of energy that will available in the world?
So mechanical, electrical, wind energy. So
Okay, so wind energy is a one type of,
nuclear energy.
yes, nuclear energy. So the wind energy is a one type of renewable energy. Okay, so these are the also one part of a energy. Okay, so mainly
Kinetic energy, potential energy.
kinetic energy, potential energy. So that the various kind of energy that will available either in the classical physics or in the theoretical physics, or because we are deals with a physical approach. That means whatever we will discuss in the classical physics or the astrophysics, so that thing we will implementing in the electrical machines, because the electrical engineering machines that will be plays the important role from the physics part, right? So this particular application area of an electrical machines that will under the circumstances of a classical physics. Okay, so whatever the application that will be discussed in the classical physics, so that thing we will discuss in the electrical machines. That means that the application part of a machines, right? So that is why this particular electrical engineering is called the application of a physics. Okay, so let us discuss about the electrical machines. What were the daily use of this particular electrical machines and the transformers? Okay, the transformer is another one kind of machines, right? So if anyone has told you that what is the difference between the electrical machine and the transformer, can anyone tell me what is the difference
So a
between?
transformer is a static device.
Transformer is a static device, and electrical machines is not
Is
a.
so it has a rotor part which rotates.
It has a rotor part, so that is why it's called the electrical machine. So transformer is actually a static device. Why the transformer is called the static device?
So
Can
क्योंकि इसमें रोटर नहीं होता और सर म्यूचुअल इंडक्शन पे ही काम करता है.
Okay, so the transformer is a static device. Why it is called the static device? Because the transformer does not have any such kind of rotating part. So okay, so whatever the operating principle of a transformer, that will be based on the mutual inductions. So that is why it is called the static device. Okay, but in case of an electrical machines have a rotating part, because inside the machines we have a stator and another one is a rotor. Okay, the stator is the stationary part and the rotor is a rotating part. Okay, so as the motor is rotating, so that's why the electrical machine is called the rotating devices. Okay, so we can say that the electrical machine which will divide is a device which will converts either from the mechanical energy to the electrical energy, or we can say that the electrical energy to the mechanical energy. So we can also say that when such a device is used to convert the mechanical energy to the electrical energy, it is called what? When any such kind of device is convert the mechanical energy to the electrical energy, it is called what?
जनरेटर सर.
It's called the generator.
जनरेटर.
It's called the generator. Yes, and when the opposite thing will occur, that means when any such kind of device is used to convert the electrical energy to the mechanical energy, that means it will acting as a motor, right? So these are the two different part, okay, of a particular electrical machine. One is a generator, another one is a motor. Okay, so since we can say that the electrical machine can convert the power in each and every direction, so any machine can be used as either as a generator or as a motor. So, okay, so almost all the practical motors, whatever the motors that will available in the market, okay, so almost all practical motors and generator that will convert the energy from one form to the another form of actions of a magnetic field, right? So we can say that using this particular magnetic field to perform such conversion as considering in case of an electrical machine part. Okay, so as the electrical machine will be have a rotating part, so electrical machine or electrical devices which will be involved the rotating part, so that is why it is called the electrical machine. But if I consider the transformer, okay, so what will be the definition for the transformer? The transformer is actually an electrical device, okay, that is closely related to the electrical machines. Transformer is also called the electrical machine because the transformer is one such kind of devices, okay, which will be deals with the electrical machines. Okay, so normally we can say that the transformer is also called as a one type of electrical machines, right? So the transformer is an electrical device that is closely related to the electrical machines, and which will convert the AC electrical energy at an one voltage level to the AC electrical energy at an another voltage level, right? So the transformer have a different type of voltages. So depending upon the voltage clarity or the voltage division, Okay, the transformer have divided into the two different segments. What are those? What are
So
those?
primary and secondary, so
Now,
high voltage and low
primary
voltage.
and the secondary is actually the winding arrangement.
Sir,
That
high
means
voltage side and low voltage side.
the high voltage side and the low voltage side. So two
Step up and
basic,
step down.
two, yes, step down and the step up transformer. Okay, so there will be the two basic type of transformer. One is called the step up transformer. Another one is called the step down transformer. The step up transformer will be this what will be stepping up the voltages. Okay, and the step down transformer will be did what it will step down the voltages. Right. So what I told that the transformer is an electrical device that will be closely related to electrical machines, and which will convert an electrical energy at one voltage level to the AC electrical energy at another voltage level, right? So since the transformer that will operate on the same principle as the generator and the motor, depending on the action of the magnetic field, so that will accomplish the change of voltage level. So depending upon the different voltage level, we have divided the transformer like step up transformer and the step down transformer. So they are usually studied together with the generator and the motor. Okay, so these three type of electrical device that will be used in the modern daily life. Okay, so electrical motor is a home. So what are the various example of an electrical motors where the electrical motor is used? So can anyone told any such kind of electrical device where the electrical motor is used? Anyone?
Car, bike.
Okay, car, bike. Okay, so in the home appliances, can
Yes.
you see the electrical motors that will working?
Water fan, water function.
Okay, water pump.
Centrifugal
Okay.
motor, sir.
Okay, centrifugal motors. So there will be the huge application area of an electrical motors either in the home appliances or in the power sector industries or any such kind of steel industries. So a various application area that will be deals with an electrical motors, right? So electric in case of an home appliances, the home appliances we are considering the refrigerator, the freezer, the vacuum cleaner, okay, blenders, air conditioners, fans. Okay, so many similar applications we will see.
Washing machine भी
Washing machine. Okay, so everywhere there must have an application of a electrical motors. Okay, so that means the application area of this particular electrical motor will be a huge, right? So we can say that in a various workplace, motor provides the motive power for the almost all tools, right? If you go to the power sectors, na, so every electrical motors that will provide it the various kind of powers for the almost all electrical tools or the electrical devices. Of course, we can say that the generator are the necessary to supply the power used by any such kind of motors. Okay, so there must have a very common questions that will arise for discussing the motor and the generator. That will why are the electrical motors and the generator are so common? Can anyone told why the electrical motors and generator are very much common for our day-to-day life? And anyone? Anyone? Prabhat Ram, can you told why are the electrical motors and the generator are very much common for using in the day-to-day life? Yes, Prabhat?
Sir,
Ashish? Yes.
sir, sir, it's make our work very easy, sir.
Okay,
That's
it's
why.
make our work very easy. Okay, fine. Any other answer?
Sir,
Any?
टाइम ड्यूरेशन टाइम्स को ही बहुत कम करता है हम लोग का
Okay,
reduce the
time
time.
duration. Okay, fine. Any other answer? Any other answer?
इजली अवेलेबल होता है सर, और हर एक चीज में यूज होता है इसका.
Okay, fine. So I got your answer. Okay, so what is my answer is, why we will use the electrical motor and generator so common that we will use in our day-to-day life. The answer will be very simple. The simple is that sometime the interviewer may asking this type of questions. Okay, so whenever you have to face with any power sector industries and you are facing this kind of questions, right? What will be the difference between the motor and the generator? What will be the difference between the transformer and the machines? Why this particular electrical motors and the generator are so common in our day-to-day life? So this such kind of question that will asking in the interview. Okay, so the answer is very much simple according to this particular question, that we can say that the electrical power is very much clean and the efficient energy source. Okay, that will be very much easy to transmit over the long distances. Okay, am I correct or not?
यस सर.
Okay, so actually, whatever the power that will generate from the generating station, okay, so the power that will generated in the generating station that will transmit it through our transmission tower. Okay, so then this particular through this transmission tower, this particular power, whatever the power that will generating to the generate from the generating station, that will that will distribute it through the distribution substations or any such kind of distribution stations. Okay, so from the generating station to the distribution station, whatever the transmission power that will be flow through the transmission line, so that power is very much clean, and we are getting the very much efficient energy sources that will be very easy to transmit over the very much long distance using the transmission line. And that this particular electrical power na, that will very much easy to control rather than the communication, uh, that the communication towers. Okay, so the communication towers is very much complicated whenever we have to communicating any such kind of devices. Okay, but the electrical power is very much efficient to control. Okay, that's why we are implementing the control system engineering. Okay, so that is the main thing. So irrespective of this particular question, the answer will be very simple. The answer is that the electrical power is very much clean and the efficient energy source that will be very much easy to transmit over the long distance using the transmission line. And that particular power, electrical power, is very much easy to control. Okay, so that is why in our day-to-day life we will be implementing the electrical motor and the generator are very much common. Suppose if I will considering electrical motors does not require a constant a ventilation, okay, and the fuel that the way of the internal combustion engine does, right? So all kind of the motoring devices that will be adopted the electrical power, which will be very much clean and efficient, and as well as it will be easy, very much easy to control. Okay, and using the electrical power we can use in the environmental prospect also, where the pollution that will associated with the consumption as not desirable. Although in our India we have we have a huge number of coal sectors industry, coal power sectors, that means thermal power engineering, right? So thermal power that will develop in India in a huge manner. So due to this production of the thermal power, okay, so there will be have a chance of a environmental damage. So that is why now the India will be go towards the renewable energy source of energy, or we can say the nuclear energy is also a very dangerous energy. If any such kind of fault will be occurred, so that will explode the everything. Okay, so we can say that the rather than using the thermal energy, we are using the renewable source of energy in our day-to-day life, where we are also implementing our electrical motors and the generators. Okay, so there must have to concern about the environmental pollutions which will be associated with the consumption, as which will be not been desirable. Okay, so instead of a heat or the mechanical energy that will converted to the electrical form at a distance location. Okay, so the energy can be transmitted over the long distance to the place where it should be used, right? So it can be used very cleanly at the home, okay, office or the factory, whatever, because the application area of the particular machines will be huge. We can use either in our home appliances, or we can use in our office, or we can use in our factory. Okay, so this particular transformation of such particular power network in throughout our industry. Okay, so that will proceed by reducing an energy losses. So ultimately we have to reduce the energy loss, because whenever we have to transmit the energy na, so the huge amount of energy that will loss during the transmission. Okay, so to reduction of the energy losses between the points of electric power generation to the points to the distribution station. So we have a main motto is to we have to reduce the energy loss from the generating station, that means where the power will be generated, and to the distribution, that means up to the where the distributor that will look at it. So from the transmit distribution side to the power generation side, we have to reducing the energy losses. So what are the different reason that will be associated with an energy losses, can anyone tell?
सर आयरन सर वायर का रेजिस्टेंस के चलते जो होता है.
Okay, so yes, there will be the n number of reason which will be there for any such kind of energy losses. There must have a copper loss. There must have a insulation loss. There must have a core loss. Okay, so there must have a transmission line loss. Okay, so there must have a corona effect that will there. Okay, Ferranti effect. So there will be the n number of effect that will involve during the power generation, during the power transmission, and during the power distribution. So each and every, because as we are already know about the power system, that the power system that will divide it into the three segments. One is called the generation, second one is called the transmission, and the third one is called the distribution part. Okay, so each and every segment of a power generation, transmission, and the distribution, there must have a energy loss due to the several reasons. So our main motto is to we have to reduce or we have to neutralize the energy loss that will be between the point of electrical power generation, that means where the power will be generating, that means the generating station, that means power generating station, and to the point where we will use that particular power, that means the distribution side, right? So that will be our main motto, because if the energy losses will be increased, so there must have a, reduction of a energy loss, there is a reduction of a current, reduction of a voltages. Okay, the drop of the voltages in the transmission towers. Okay, so that thing, so due to this particular effect of a energy losses, we have a different cost that will occur in the transmission line, as well as the distribution segment, in the distribution substations, and as well as in our home appliances also. Okay, so we have main motto is to we have to reduce the energy losses, right? So in this particular electrical machine too, we have to discuss the application part of a different machines. Application part of different machines means we have discussed about the AC machines, we have discussed about the synchronous generator, we have discussed about the synchronous motor. So all those application area of this particular generator motor we will discuss in the particular machine tools syllabus. Okay, so is that clear or not? Is that
Yes,
clear?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
so before starting, because today we will not discuss the part, that the principle of a AC machine. So before starting the AC machines, you have to understand about the rotational motions, you have to understand about the Newton's law, because the Newton law is very much associated with the electrical machines. Okay, and the power relationship, that means the rotational motions means in the classical physics or in the modern physics, you already know the angular position, that means theta. Okay, angular velocity omega. Okay, so these are the things you have to understand before starting the fundamentals of a AC machines, angular accelerations. Okay, so before starting this, all those such kind of things, so I am sharing my screen so that we will able to see. Okay, 1 second. 1 second, I have yes, so I will share my screen so that you will able to. Yes, is my screen is visible or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
That
fine.
it's visible.
So now the syllabus is visible or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So that is actually your electrical machine syllabus. Okay, so so this is your module one, the fundamentals of AC machines, right? So the fundamentals of inside the fundamental of AC machines. So before starting the fundamentals of AC machine, you have to understand the rotational motions. Okay, so if before starting the fundamental machine, we have to know about the rotational motions, right? We have to about understand about the rotational motion, right? We have to also understand the Newton's law. Okay, so the Newton's law we have also been understand. Okay, and also the power relationship. Okay, so if these things will be very much clear to you, then only we have to discuss this module one, that is the fundamental of a AC machines. Okay, so inside this rotational motions, we have to know about the things supposed to be the angular position. Okay, so we have to discuss about the angular position, which will be considered as a theta. Okay, so we have to also discuss the angular velocity. Okay, we have to discuss a angular velocity. Okay, which will be known as a omega. Okay, so we have to also understand about the angular acceleration. We have to understand about the angular acceleration. Okay, which will be known as not omega, it's called alpha. Okay, angular acceleration. I think someone is coming. So these are the things we will understand before starting the principal operation of a AC machine. And as the very much important, the fourth one is called the torque. Okay, so the torque, that will be tau. Okay, so that thing, these are the components which will be need to discuss before starting the chapters. Okay, so we will discuss day by day, that means what is the torque. Okay, which will be associated with the principal operation of AC machine, how the angular acceleration that will involve in the principal operation of AC machine, how the angular velocity and the angular position that will involve for the principal operation of AC machines. So that thing we will discuss in the next lecture. Okay, so we will also discuss about the Newton's law of rotation. Okay, so can anyone know the Newton's law of rotation? फिजिक्स में पढ़े थे? न्यूटन्स लॉ ऑफ रोटेशन, किसी का आइडिया है न्यूटन्स लॉ ऑफ रोटेशन क्या है? And what will be the work done by the rotational torque? Okay, can anyone? That will be all that you are already been taught in the physics in the first year. Okay, because the electrical machines is the application of a physics. Before understanding all those things, you cannot understand all those module. Okay, because these are the preliminary part for starting the principal operation of a AC machines. If you are clarity of your knowledge on the each and every section, that means angular position, how could you find the angular position, how could you find the angular velocity, how could you find the angular acceleration, as well as torque, and what will be the work done due to the Newton's laws of rotation. Okay, so that thing you need to understand. Okay, in the linear there will be the two different type of rotational motion is there. One is called the linear motion, another one is called the non-linear motions. Okay, so these things you have to clarify from the physics. Okay, because we have to discuss in the next day all those components, right? After that we will discuss the principle of a AC machines. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
fine. So, can anyone know the Newton? What is actually the Newton's laws of rotational torque, rotational motions? Formula क्या था?
Force into perpendicular distance.
Force into perpendicular distance. Okay, Newton's laws of rotation. Okay, that will be for the object. If you will consider any such kind of objects, whatever that object is, you have chosen. Okay, so the Newton's law will be told that the object that will moving along with a straight line, that will describe the relationship between the force that will apply to the particular object which you have chosen and its resulting acceleration. Okay, and the relationship of this particular Newton law for say rotation, it should be considered as F is equal to m into a. Okay, where F is actually nothing but a net force that will apply to the particular objects. Okay, M is actually nothing but a mass of a object. Okay, and A is actually nothing but a resulting acceleration. Okay, so that is actually the Newton's laws of rotation in a linear motion, not the non-linear motions. Okay, so before discussing the Newton laws of the rotational motions, we have to discuss about the what will be the linear equation and what will be the non-linear equations. In the mathematics, you have know these things: the linear equation and the non-linear equations. Okay, so can anyone told what is actually the linear equations? Can anyone?
In the mathematics,
In the mathematics, the linear equation.
ax plus by plus c equals to 0.
What?
Ax plus by plus c equals to 0.
C equals to 0. Okay, fine. Any other
Yes.
answer? That means linear equations means
X
which
square
will exactly follow in case of a mathematical operation. Linear equations is actually deals with the equation of a straight line. If it is follow the equation of a straight line, this then particular equation will be called the equation of a linear equations. Okay, the equation of a straight line, you will know that thing. Equation of a straight line, y is equal to
y equals to
mx
mx
plus
plus
c,
c.
right? So this will be actually the equation of a straight line equations. Okay, so if it will be follow the equation of a straight line, okay, then any such kind of equation will be called a linear equations. Okay, and the non-linear equation, it will not follow the equation of a straight line. And also, if the line that will, this will be called the origin of a line. Okay, if it will be flow through the particular origin of line, then only we should call as a linear equation. If some graph will be like this, can we say this is a linear equation? Is this a linear equation? Is this a linear
No, so it's
equation?
not originally. No, it's not
Yes,
what it is.
it's not a linear equation because although it will
It's
follow
not
the
a,
it will although follow the y is equal to mx plus c, but it will not follow the equation of a straight line. That means it will not goes through this particular origin. So this origin that will be taken into consideration, it will follow the y is equal to mx plus c, right? So if the line which will be passing through the origin, it will passing through the origin, okay, but in this particular figure, this particular straight line will be not passing through the origin, and although it will follow the equation of a straight line, but still it will not a linear equations, okay, but in this particular figure it should cause as a linear equation. So you need to understand before discussing the Newton's laws of rotational motions. Okay, so all those equations na, is interconnected with each other, because as you are know, the electrical engineering is an application of a physics. Okay, and as well as an application of a mathematics also, right? So if in this particular fifth semester you have also a control system subjects, okay, where you have to discuss with the mathematical part also. That means the Fourier transformation, Fourier transform, Laplace transform, okay. So these are the things. So किसी को आता है Fourier transformation, Laplace transformation? Anyone know Fourier transformation, Laplace transformation?
so little bit.
Little bit. Okay. If I will told you that the Laplace transformation of 1 by s, ये क्या होता है पता है?
So one, नहीं,
1, no, okay.
S inverse.
Huh? So there will be the
S
different
inverse.
thing will be there. So there will be the very big chart will there before starting the Laplace transformation and the Fourier transformation. Na? So there must have a table. Okay. So you have to understand the table. Suppose the Laplace transformation of e to the power at. Okay, so what will be the Laplace transformation? So you can convert this Laplace transformation to the Fourier transformation of, okay, Fourier transformation of e to the base minus of at. Okay, so these are the things you have to need to understand before starting the control system also. Okay, so the Laplace transformation also and the Fourier transformation is also there in the electrical machine part. That means this part in the module 3 when we have discussing with the synchronous motor. Okay, so a little bit we will discuss. Okay, I will told you that if I am giving the electrical machine, then I will discuss before starting the module 3. I will discuss what the Laplace transformation and what the Fourier transformation is. But before starting the fundamentals of a AC machine, na, we have to understand this kind of things. That means rotational motion, angular position, angular velocity, angular acceleration. That means what will be the torque that will generate it due to the rotation. Okay, so there's thing you need to understand Newton laws of rotation. Okay, what will be the work done by the Newton's law of rotations. So that thing we will discuss in the next lecture. That means if the time permit, I will take one more classes tomorrow, because we have not finalized till now the routine. Okay, so it will take time. That means after puja vacation, that means before puja vacation we will finalize the routine. Okay, so who will take which classes, okay, it will be yet not decided, right? So the final routine you will give, that will I will give you from the department, it will 9. Okay, so before that, so one classes we will take from the department, okay, depending upon the availability of the teacher. Okay, so we will still not know which subject whom is taking. Okay, some faculty will be not been there. Okay, so that is why we will not be finalize the subject. Okay, so till now, whatever the decision that will made inside the department, that the some portion of the machine will take by me, and the some portion of the machine, okay, so from the module 4 5 6, that will take for the another teacher. Okay, or it may not be. Okay, so that will decided after before 9. Okay, so before that, from today to up to 9, whatever the semester routine I will providing in the WhatsApp group or either the in the mail. So that is fine. Okay, is that clear? Any question?
Sir, when the college will open?
Till now, there will be the no physical classes for the for the fifth semester and the third semester. The physical classes will begins only for the seventh semester. Okay, so after the puja Kali Puja, it may happen that your physical classes will may start. Okay, but the government of Jharkhand any such kind of information yet not received in institution. Okay, is there any question? Is there?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So I think I will stop the session for today. We will discuss few things tomorrow also. That is the introductory part of a magnetic field, angular velocity, Newton's law, and the relationship of a power. So that thing we will discuss in the next lecture. Okay. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you. So all are requested to leave the session for today.